So, a video on fermented yogurt whey again. Um, so I've done it before, and last time I used champagne yeast, and I just need to do a quick experiment. Well, what's happened is the yeast that I've collected, I've been fermenting something else. So I've been fermenting. I don't think we'll be able to really kind of see. I've been fermenting this juice from some poached pears, and it's been fermenting for about 2 months. And I'm kind of like, that's a long time for it to be fermenting, and I can't think that the champagne. If I bought some champagne yeast, it would take that long. So I'm faffing around with something, and I was making yogurt yesterday. So I kind of thought, well, let's have a go at fermenting some yogurt whey, because I've got some honey, I've got some of the whey. Let's use some of the vinegar. Let's use some of the yeast that I collected myself to see how long it takes to kind of ferment that. I need to put this through a cloth. Hang on, we need to pause. Well, I was going to strain it through a cloth, but I don't think it really matters. A few bits of the grapes going in there won't make that much difference, and I'm only really just wanting to see how long it takes to ferment using my collected yeast rather than the champagne yeast. So it's part of a bigger project, and also we get to try something as well. So that's that can go back in the fridge, and it smells very yeasty, so that can go back in the fridge just with a loose lid on top of it. The lid, the fridge will kind of slow down the fermenting process. So every few months, every month or so, I just put some more grapes in and squish them up, and it just keeps it going. What we can do as part of an experiment, which I wanted to try anyway, get rid of that bit of plastic, was I wanted to instead of using an airlock like that, I want to try something else. So we're going to go for the cheap method of fermenting. So homemade collected yeast, and then I'm going to put on a balloon as a airlock. So as the squeeze the excess, we'll be able to tell when it starts fermenting, because the balloon will, squeeze all the air out of the balloon, and then put the balloon over the top of that. So as it starts to ferment, the balloon will expand, and then we can put a pinprick in the balloon before it pings off, and then that will act as an airlock, because the pressure on the inside of the balloon and the bottle will stop any air from getting in from the outside, if we can get it on properly. Top's a little bit too big, but anyway, I like the idea of doing things on the cheap. So we'll be able to tell once that sticks up like that, we'll know that it's fermenting. I'll get rid of it. This looks obscene, doesn't it? I just want to get rid of that excess amount of, and get a better indication of. And now you want to slip back. Do you know? I'm not going to say what I think of this, but anyway, so you get the idea. We'll get that further down. So yeah, as it starts to ferment, it will produce carbon dioxide. This balloon will expand and grow, and then we'll be able to put a pinprick in, and the pressure from the inside will keep any air getting from the outside to the inside, and therefore it'll still be like a sterile environment. Well, not a sterile environment, but like it'll have its own, not atmosphere, biosphere. It'll be its own little thing, so no yeast from the outside or bacteria will be able to get in, and air will be able to get out. So that should work. So we'll see how it goes. A couple of days, we'll see if it starts fermenting. Oh yeah, it's about 400 grams worth of honey to about 1.8 litres of whey. I haven't put any spices in this time. It's just a quick experiment. So we have fermentation. When did we do it? Was it Tuesday? No, it was Wednesday. Did it Wednesday. It's Sunday today. So it's taken well, it started fermenting straight away, but it's not visible. So now what we need to do to stop the balloon from pinging off, we just need to put a pinprick in it. With a blunt pin. Do you know? Oh, it's gone in. Is it? That's definitely in. Right, so now the pinprick will allow the pressure to escape and not let anything into there to kind of any bacteria in to turn the whey mead off. So we'll see how long it takes. But I think it's because it's the yeast that I collected. I think it'll take quite a while, so it might be like a month before that's ready. Whereas the champagne yeast took a lot less time than that, from what I remember. I'll have to look back. But anyway, we'll see what it's like in a month or two.